Around here you're going to see sea oats, and these are kind of the glue for a lot of the marine ecosystems. They hold the sand together, they keep the beach from eroding, and this is the type of plant that you want in South Florida, because without plants like this, you have these non-natives that come in and they monopolize an area, but they don't necessarily have the same benefits as the native ones do. For the specifics for today, so obviously we're going to be working with tools, so everyone be careful if you're swinging anything, cutting anything. We've marked a lot of the plants with pink string that you shouldn't cut down. So my name is TJ, and I'm one of the co-founders of MORAES. The reason it started was myself and 2 other partners. We had our full-time jobs, and they were within the environmental field, but they weren't necessarily specific to the passion that we wanted to go into when we kind of entered marine science and environmental science. So that we were a couple years in, and we realized that the only way that we were going to be able to go into the route that we wanted to in the fields that we wanted to go in was to make it ourselves. If we can give other people an opportunity to volunteer or get an internship or just get experience, that's really the whole reason that we're doing this, because we selfishly did it for ourselves so that we could give the other people the opportunity to do the same. But MORAES started this in January 2020. We actually started on the beach over there, adjacent to salt, and we're still working on that. So the goal over there was just kind of a passion project. We wanted to see what would we do if we removed some of the invasives, and that beach over there is doing amazing. And so now we are moving this way towards this area. But our organization does this. We also do the sea turtle nesting surveys on Virginia Keys, so if you have any interest in volunteering for that. We have projects in the Keys where we do drone work with marine mammals. Before we start really expanding, we want to get our feet on the ground with those. We want to start collecting data here on the beach. We want to know which species are growing, why they're growing, when they're growing, what marine plastics are returning, how can we prevent it. We want to really get our foot in each one of the projects before we start expanding. We feel it's really strong to just have a good base before we kind of start spreading ourselves too thin. But in the really long term is we want to be able to provide legitimate opportunities for people to get experience in this field and get paid for it. We know that you don't really necessarily choose marine science because it's the most lucrative field as far as monetary returns. You do it because you care about it, and we know that there's not necessarily the most opportunities if you haven't heard about them, from a friend or family. So this long-term goal would give us a chance to give other people a chance to really get their feet wet and see what it's like and get a job that they're passionate about and they care about. And if we can start here, maybe expand a little further through the state, that would be great, but we definitely first want to get everything settled here. So if you want to help us, the easiest thing to do would be to go on our website at SoFloMORAES.com, check out our Get Involved page. With those 3 projects, we have a number of volunteer opportunities, and you can come out here and you can volunteer and just kind of see what it's like. If you're looking for something a little bit more long-term, we have an internship program for each one of our projects. You can either do the turtle survey, help me with the restoration and communications department, or you can do the cetacean aerial project in the Keys. And then we're also open to doing projects. I mean, we're here on a marine campus. The whole point is to not necessarily have to spend a lot of money to go out and do a project. If you have a project that you're passionate about or something you want to do, whether it's with dolphins or sea turtles or invasive vegetation, contact us. We'll see if we can put you in touch with the right people, see if we can get you the resources you need to do the project, and let's go do it.